Hey guys, feels like it's been forever, doesn't it? Well, judging by the title above, yeah, we're back after a long year of doing NAFL and getting on with work and, well, not work, but college and all that. They are coming back, not as going to be as frequent because I've not got as much money. Just a quick update, I have started building the 7-inch ones as well as the 5-inch ones. So here's a 7-inch one of Razia from the Soul Reaver, featuring actual cloth. And he's not as articulate as it was. His elbows bend about 45 degrees, unfortunately, but it's just the way he is because I put the sculpt first. But he's mostly the same as the NECA one. So, you know, pretty much a few differences because I couldn't get a hold of the NECA figure, but he actually has cloth wings, which is interesting. And he has the sword and all that. Okay, so obviously, judging by the title, we're viewing another Five Nights at Freddy's figure. In fact, quick thing as well, Freddy has been slightly updated. I've darkened his paint and I've made his face a little bit different, and I think this face looks a bit better. That's just my opinion. I think this looks a lot better. He's got his cheeks on now, and his teeth are a little bit better. Other than that, he's still great. Some of the paint's scraping off like the brown, so it kind of shows up as a multi-textured brown, which I think is kind of cool. But yeah, let's go on to the actual figure itself. FUNTIME FREDDY from Five Nights at Freddy's sister location. Really happy with how this one turned out. He has a lot of paint. Now you're probably wondering where is Bonbon. I have included that, do not worry. Bonbon is a separate piece that does clip on. You'll see how that works. That's probably the best thing about this figure, what he brings new to the table. So for his sculpt, as you can see, he has been painted with gloss. I did do the lining around the head. I need to neaten it a little tad bit actually. But it is in nose crevices. Nose crevices are actually sculpted, and a lot of this is all sculpted. Bow tie, the shoulder pads. Joints painted silver except for the elbow ones, because the elbow ones, that is true to how it was in the game. He has his 2 buttons with his microphone, well, in his chest, which is a speaker in his chest, which is painted. Oh, is that wet? No, it's just a bit sticky. His hands have both got this purple thing in from the concept art, so that's a little bit of concept art that stayed over. He's got this hand here, which holds one of his accessories, which is his microphone, and that will just fit in very snugly, like that. So, just like Freddy, he can pose singing. Okay, so here's how the Bonbon thing works. This arm is on a cut joint, and it does swivel here at the hand as well, but it swivels better here, and that is because it actually comes off. You get the arm in this situation, bend this peg up, and Bonbon just clicks right on there. I think that's really cool. That's something I've always wanted to do, and I think this is where mine excels over the Funko figure, because the Funko figure doesn't have this detachable arm feature. Not in the same way as it usually does. So the Bonbon puppet will just come off this whole joint here as a ball joint instead, whereas this one actually has the detachable arm that can, you know, swivel around, as it were. I felt the Bonbon should have a bit of articulation because he's pretty tiny as well. We'll just pop him off here, so you know I'll just pulled his head off. Oh dear! I just glue that back on. That's a bit of a screw up there. Unfortunately, gluing this clay isn't the best thing in the world. I should sculpt all the parts individually, then glue them on, but I'm too eager to get it all built. There we go. Come on, glue, stay on. Right, I'm going to cut here and we're back in a minute. So we're back, and here is the Bonbon puppet. If the camera decides to focus, it probably won't. There we go, it's focused fine. As you can see, I used a toothpick to pop the little eye holes at the little eye dots in with black paint, and I did the same on his hands with the little lines in the ears. I actually used the same blue throughout this guy. I just mixed it with a bit of white to you know, create this light blue. And if you're wondering why it's glossy, I'm not using enamel paint. I actually used acrylic paint, but I just painted him you know, I just painted him with a gloss. So let's pop him there. Pop Freddy's arm on. Again, he does still features the detachable features, so the microphone there. Let's examine some more of the details on Freddy here. As you can see, the head, we've already examined that. The joints are silver, the microphone's silver. Arms, the black lines have these painted in, which I think really bring out some depth to the figure. Obviously, this paint scrapes off the joint for stupid reasons. The hand here isn't a grip, much better grip than Freddy's. Freddy's is sort of like a very loose grip. Perhaps you could bend the thumb in, but it'll just break, so probably not the best idea. But this guy actually has he has 4 fingers, like Springtrap, and he actually has a closed grip, and you could sort of say it works as a fist. So, you know, you could bicep curl, whatever not, you know, whatever you want to do with them. Articulation is exactly the same, plus 1 extra joint, but yeah, his legs are all that, his feet. In fact, when you bend the knees, actually, what was interesting, now this was true for Sister Location, what I did, when you bend the knees went down with the actual shin, but here, when he was sat in the game, I noticed that the knees were actually up above, like this, when he was sat in the commission in the parts and service room, I think. So that's why I did that, that's why I made that design choice. Okay, articulation, head doesn't look down, doesn't really look up that much, it'll just spring back because of the way the mechanism is inside. It tilts a little bit, it really doesn't have that much movement, but it does rotate. And my flash has just come off, I think, doesn't matter. So the head rotates, does all this stuff, it just hindered. Shoulders forward, back, out to the side, single hinge at the elbow, hinge and swivel at the wrist. This arm obviously does the same, just a little bit stiff, goes out, bend at the elbow. Rotates at the forearm though for the you know, the detachable arm. Hinge, and I've just broke his thumb off. Swivel, just put Bonbon on there just so you avoid the breakage. Bonbon obviously rotates there. Mid torso ball joint, you know, rotates. It goes all the way around, crunches back, side to side, all that good stuff. Legs go out at the angle again. A single hinge knee and a hinge and swivel at the foot. So overall, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to see a character tweaked, for example, say you want Springtrap to be tweaked, which he is going to get tweaked by the way, or you want to see another character, for example Walbert, or hell, even Ennard, I will do what I can to work on it. Keep in mind, with certain characters, it will take a while, so Ennard, I've got to acquire all the wires for him, because he's mainly just wires. Yeah, so, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.